Hi, welcome to the channel. This time I'm going to be sharing with you that starting point journey where we are trying to monetize the channel. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the niche. We're going to be looking at some data. We're going to be looking at the analysis of the channel, how the channel is progressing. Are we on track to reach that monetizing target that we want to set? We're also going to be breaking down the best video that we've done so far and looking at some of the data for that. The purpose of the channel is well, it says travel vlogging. Now, we have done a nice series on Vietnam. This particular channel is not looking at just staying still, it's looking at traveling around the world. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to drive around the world. We start in Malaysia and we're going to drive around. The channel is going to be aimed at documenting that journey. And who knows where it ends for the next 3-5 years, who knows? So let's talk about the elephant in the room. What is the YouTube niche that we have? Call it overlanding. That you might call it a travel. We will video landscapes, we will video people, we will video ourselves, we'll talk about where we're going to go, what we've seen, the experiences, the good. We will live life. Where our views have come from and where our subscribers have come from today really hasn't come from that niche. It's come from a little bit of a different niche. There are over 100 videos on our channel, but the majority of them are not to do with traveling. They're actually to do with constructing and building and developing and upgrading and looking at a 4x4 truck and developing it ready to go for overlanding experience or ready to go for a drive around the world. A lot of the subscribers have been buying into that. A lot of the videos have been aiming towards those kinds of people. And when you start looking at it, some of the data is really interesting. So what we're looking at now is this is where things started to change. Now, the channel's been up and running for quite some time now, and what I'm really showing you is how things developed to suddenly more purpose. We started a channel over a year ago, and it was early days just to get things running, just to find out how YouTube works and so forth, and to develop some skills, what materials do we need, what resources do we need. And so we had this starting point where we needed to look. And what I'm showing you is there was a change, and you'll see the change in the figures that you see there. You can see a little bit of a rise in data, and that's because we produce more videos. And this is where there was more purpose in truck building and so on. So there was an up-leveling of the amount of videos, an up-leveling of data, an up-leveling of information, and along the lines of building this truck. And you can see this amount of subscribers there as well. So it's been heading in that direction. However, the highest number of subscribers on one day, and this is interesting, was 14 during that time. Very low. And what is even more interesting, that our best video actually launched not at that time, but just after that time. So it actually was a little bit later, and 13,000 views, you know, decent amount of viewing hours, lots of subscribers compared to some of our other videos. Nowhere near where we should be as far as that is concerned, but you can see this ongoing upward trend of this video. This is the trend for that video, and it's interesting to see that when they started looking at it, quite a lot of people, they've continued to view that. You can see the title, Exploring the Interior Design of the Alicam Canopy, and generally against the rest of the channel there is around about the same, but when you come down to the end screen click rate, so exploring that area where they enjoyed the video but they didn't, on the channel average is 3.3%, but in this particular case is half that. So they didn't really follow through with the actual click rate. And when we start looking at how the channel is broken down, very early days, thumbnails are very similar. I tried to have a consistency with them. The views didn't really do much. But then things started to change because of the niche started to narrow down in building the truck. Likewise, I also looked at thumbnails and started to be a little bit more varied in the thumbnail, a little bit more interest, because the thumbnails are there, the niche is there to develop in this truck. Interestingly, it's And then we've come to more recent ones where we've got a mixture of different thumbnails going on, development into trying to look at what really worked for people, looking at the travel vlog idea. It's currently Sunday the 26th of May, and so what you've got is a really hot off the press date. 2 main videos and a short. Not a lot at all, and yet the channel sort of ticked over, so really small, with almost 6,000 views, 240 watch hours and 41 subscribers, and it sort of suggests that it was being ticking over. What I'm seeing is that lots of YouTube thumbnails are created using played around a little bit, which is what the thumbnail is that you see for this video. That's created in Canva, and I'm looking to see if that has an impact. I don't know if it will have an impact, so I'm trying that out. I'm going to be playing with that over the next few videos to see if that's got scope. Kind of videos now, the truck is almost finished. So we are looking to just do some final videos of the truck, maybe do some tours of the truck. There's not many truck build videos to come. It'll be preparation for the travel vlog itself, the actual experiences. Perhaps we'll do a little bit of a diary, who knows about what that means. We've got visas to sort out. That we are talking about a major drive. We are based in Malaysia, going to the UK, so there's a lot to sort out. So there could be a few videos about preparing for that. That is a different clientele, a different niche to where we've been going. So what worries me a little bit is this continuing build-up. Will it affect our subscribers? Possibly. Will it affect our viewing hours? Hopefully they will increase. Hopefully we can create more evergreens. But what I want more than anything else is to find that key that will unlock the niche that basically says we've hit monetization, and we're going to hit it consistently, getting to monetization. So up-leveling my skills. I am looking to up-level my skills, not just in Canva for creating, so I'm also looking at changing the way in which I edit videos. So I'm going to be moving, currently I use LumaFusion, and I've been doing LumaFusion for a long time. I've dabbled with 1 or 2 things, but what I'm hearing and seeing is that DaVinci Resolve looks fantastic. It looks amazing. It's so powerful, and I've just looked at some images and so forth, and the color and the brightness, it looks fantastic. So I think that's possibly where I will go. It is more of a professional editing software, so I've got a lot to learn. So I think there will be a transition between where I am with my skills and where I will reach with my skills with that. I need to learn more about thumbnails. I need to learn more about editing. This current video will be edited in LumaFusion, but in future, a transition when it will be a full video using DaVinci Resolve. I'm not sure yet, because I want to progress my skills towards using that effectively. At the moment, competent in LumaFusion, not so competent in DaVinci Resolve. If you're happy to join me on this journey, then be prepared, because things will work and some things won't work, but I'll keep you updated all the way along the way. Remember now, the important thing is this playlist that you're going to follow. This is all about how we are using YouTube and now the effects of where the channel is going. It's almost a diary, if you like, on how we progress from zero, starting a new channel, getting to monetization, progressing through with the channel and developing into something, perhaps, who knows. Don't know where it's going to go. It may always be a very tiny, small channel that just makes the odd few dollars. However, it may make a lot more. And we have plans for that, because we don't need money, so we have plans for charities and so forth. So at this stage, we are enjoying the challenge of seeing how the channel can progress and seeing how the channel can be monetized in order to reach that target. So join me in the next one. Like and subscribe. This is going to be an interesting journey. Things are going to go great, and things are going to go not so great, and I'm going to share some of that with you. What has worked, what is working, what I have to move away and get rid of, and hopefully will lead to not just monetization but a bit of a successful story. So stay in touch.